Hello everyone, this is Kara Rickman from Create Your Balance with Literacy. Today I'm going to show you all about what's inside my Writer's Workshop folder. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the genre page right here. And every time the students will write a new genre, they are going to color in their boxes right here. So these are some of their choices: poetry, fairy tale, tall tale, nonfiction, personal narrative, realistic fiction, historical fiction, a letter, a how-to, biography, and chapter book, and research. So anytime they write a new story, they're going to color in their boxes. And I don't really tell them which box they're going to color because I let them have their choice of their genre and their topic. So if I turn the page over, all of the papers that are on the right side of the pockets are all the stories that the children have already written. So this child has already published 2 stories. He's got 2 stories back here that he has published. And so I'm just going to take you through a little bit of the writing process that we staple together as we go through the steps. So this is the letter that gets stapled on the front of the writing process and talks about to the parents about all the different parts of the story that they did. And then we have a self-assessment page. They have to reflect on their story. They have to write what their favorite part is. If I could change something, it would be, and how do they rate their piece? Great, very good, okay, or yuck. And then the brainstorming page, this is where it all starts together. They're having to brainstorm their characters, their setting, their problem, solution. When does it take place, and how does the story end? And then from there, they're writing their first draft. And I tell them they can write as many pages as they want for their first draft. And I'm not worried about spelling at this time. And the next step is the student conference. And so then they meet with a partner. They sit together on the carpet. They each read each other's story. And they check off the boxes about what they have done with their story. And then the partner circles 8 words that they think are misspelled in the story. The next step is proofreading. So they're making a list of all the words that were circled in the story by their partner. And then they are checking their dictionary to see if they're spelled correctly. The next step is the teacher conference, and we check off the boxes about all the steps they've completed so far. And it says, what does my teacher want me to improve on as a writer? And what does my teacher think I did really well on? And what will I work on next for my story? From there, they're writing their second draft, and they're copying their first draft on a second draft with no mistakes. Okay, and then from there, we're circling the capitals with green, the periods with red. We're underlining the sentences and making a pattern. So we're going to count how many sentences they'll need for their story. And then if they have other student conferences that they've done with other children, that gets stapled as well. Okay, so from there, they publish their story. They get to read it to the class. And then on the left side is the story that they're working on right now, the previous story. So this is their writing dictionary, and every time that they need a word spelled, they raise their hand, and then if it's not in the dictionary, then I will write it for them in their dictionary, and so they can learn how to spell any words that they want to. In the back of the dictionary, there's a place for family words, there's a place for number words, and holiday words, and animal words. Okay, so that stays in their writing folder for them to know how to spell their words. And like I said, everything that they're working on right now goes on the left side. So this child is working on his final draft right now. He's writing 1 sentence per page. This is the number of sentences that he's going to write in his final draft. And he's going to go from there and then write his title page, his author page, dedication page, and then he'll have a compliment page. So this is how I organize my writing folder. And I keep my writing folders in a special place in the classroom, and I tell the students that authors always keep their stories in a special place so it doesn't get broken or ripped or torn, and it has a sacred place in the classroom where I keep all the writing folders. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.